Guys, this is test 46, game 3. This is the thunderstorm precipitation game. It's an ordering game because the thunderstorm passes over the 5 towns in a particular order. It does not pass over any 2 simultaneously, so there must be an order in which the storm passes over the towns. Now, I've laid out 2 different diagrams here. I'll get to that later. Just look at the top one for now. We've got, one row for the 5 towns, JLNOP, one row for the type of precipitation, either rain or both hail and rain. They tell us that the 3rd town is Plattesville. The 2nd town gets both hail and rain. They tell us that L and O get rain only, meaning they do not get hail as well. And they tell us that J is after both L and N. So, pretty bare bones diagram at first, but you can actually make a number of inferences here. Because hail and rain is on the 2nd town, we know that that 2nd town cannot be L and it cannot be O. Of course, it cannot be P because P is already on 3. And it also cannot be J because J is after both L and N, so J has to be on either 4 or 5. This means that N is the only town that could be the one that's 2nd, and J is limited to either spaces 4 or 5. So I make 2 different main diagrams, one with J on 4, the other with J on 5. Now, of course, N is always on 2 here as well, because no one else can go there, given that hail and rain are both on 2, not just rain alone. So then we have to have L and N coming before J, so on the top diagram, L has to be on 1, leaving O to be on 5. Of course, L and O are both rain only. Then in the bottom diagram, we have L and O interchangeable on 1 and 4. L and O are on 1, and then O and L interchangeable on 4 as well. And we know that both of those have to be rain alone, not anything else. So these are our 2 main diagrams for the game. We've determined almost everything at this point. All we don't know is on the top diagram what kind of precipitation 3 and 4 get, and on the bottom diagram what kind of precipitation 3 and 5 get. So question number 12 is a typical orientation question. You could just take one rule at a time and run it through all 5 choices. The only thing here is that they are not telling us anything about the precipitation. They are only telling us about the town names themselves. So we know there are actually only 2 possibilities for town names. Either it's L, N, P, J, O on top. So scan through the choices looking for that. No hits there. So it's going to be the bottom diagram. And in the bottom diagram, it's either L, N, P, O, J or O, N, P, L, J. And we see choice A is the first of those 2 on the bottom diagram. It's LNPOJ. We see it here. We know it works. Therefore, we're good, and A is our answer for number 12. You could have also solved this question as well, I want to point out, by recognizing that N has to be on 2 no matter what. So scan through the choices. We see that N is not on 2. So for that reason, B, C, D, E are all gone, and then you'd have A by elimination as well. Next, number 13, if O is before J. So the top diagram here, of course, is irrelevant because J is before O in that case. Bottom diagram is the only one that matters here. So this is a could be true except question. Find the 4 things that could be true, eliminate them, and whatever remains is your answer. Or if you happen to see something that works, that it works as meaning that it cannot be the case, then you're good. So could the first town be O? Yes, in the bottom diagram that's clearly possible, so for that reason, A is eliminated. Next, looking at B, 4th town is L. Yes, that could happen as well. 4 could be either L or O, so B is gone. Next, looking at C, 4th town receives hail and rain. No, in this diagram we have rain only, so C is impossible, therefore it's our answer for 13. I will look at D and E though. 5th town is Jackson. No, that certainly could be the case, so D is gone. And then E, 5th town rain only. That could be the case also. Precipitation is not determined, so E is gone, leaving C by elimination for number 13. Next, number 14, if we have rain only on each town after L. So in the top diagram, that's not going to work. Top diagram is not possible here because we already have L on 1 and then we have hail rain on 2. We can't make everything rain alone given the initial rule number 2, that we have hail and rain on the 2nd town. So top diagram is irrelevant. The bottom diagram is the one that we're using here. And we're not going to put L on 1 here again because same problem, hail and rain's on 2. Therefore, in the bottom diagram for this question, we're going to have O on 1 and have L on 4. And then each town after L gets rain alone, therefore we have rain on 5. And so this is our diagram for the game now as we go on to the choices. So could be false question. 4 of them must be the case. So you could find the 4 that must be the case, eliminate them, and whatever remains will be your answer. Or if you happen to see something that you just know is not necessarily the case, pick it and move on. Anyway, first town is O. Yes, that is a must here, so A is eliminated. Next, looking at B, fourth town rain only. Once again, that's a must here, so B is gone. Because 4 is L, of course, and L is always rain. Next, looking at C, fifth town is J. Yes, we have that as well, so C is gone. Next, looking at D, J gets rain only. Yes, that's a must as well. That's gone. So E by elimination, then if you look at it, P's precipitation is not determined. Could be rain or could be both hail and rain. Either way, it's ambiguous, so it could be false, and E is our answer for 14. Next, number 15, if we have J before O. So bottom diagram, of course, that could never happen given that J is on 5, so we eliminate that. Top diagram is what we're using here with J before O. So they're asking us what could be false. Once again, 4 choices must be true. Eliminate them, and whatever remains is your answer. Or if you happen to see something that you know to be potentially false, not meaning not necessarily true, pick it and move on. So must we have L before J? Yes, we have that right here, so A is gone. Must we have L before O? Yes, L is first, of course, L is before everybody, so B is gone. Must we have N before O? Yes, O is on 5, N's on 2, so C is gone. Must we have 4 getting rain only? No, 4 could get rain only or get both hail and rain. So for that reason, D is not necessarily the case and is our answer. I will look at E though. Fifth town getting rain only, yes, of course, that's a must because fifth town is O, and O always gets rain only due to the rule. So E's gone, leaving D by elimination if you didn't get it before. Finally, 16, if we have O before L. So that's never happening in the top diagram where O is on 5 and L is on 1. It's the bottom one that's relevant here. We're going to put O on 1 and L on 4 in order to have O before L. And then we'll just go from there regarding what must be true. Must the third town get rain only? No, it could get either rain only or both hail and rain. So for that reason, A is eliminated. Next, looking at B, fourth town get rain only. Yes, that is a must due to the fact that we have either O or L on 4 in general in this diagram, and both O and L always get rain alone. So B is a must and is our answer. I will look at the other choices though. Fourth town gets both hail and rain is impossible, so C's gone. Fifth town getting rain only. We don't know what it's getting, it's ambiguous, so D's gone. And then E, again, fifth town's ambiguous, so that's gone, leaving B by elimination if you didn't get it before.